Hello and welcome to the Corona Yoga Challenge. Today is day 91. Please make sure that you're checking my website so that you can adapt poses to keep yourself safe and make it really good for you when you're at home. And do subscribe if you'd like to get updates. So we are going to come to the floor and we're going to start to come into bridge pose. So if you bring yourself, I need to adapt this already. There we go. If you bring yourself to lying onto your back, nice and comfortable, let your hands come up over your head, knees are over your hips, and then you let your hips, knees rock from one side to the other side. So just a nice easy movement over the lower back. And then settle both feet onto the floor, settle down through the heels so we get nice and steady. And then you're going to press down through your feet to lift up with your hips. So we're coming up and into bridge pose. And then let your hips slide down, back onto the floor. Ease them out. Enjoy that feeling of softening through the shoulders, even if you want to move them or wriggle them a little bit more. We're going to come up into one-legged bridge from here, possibly. So you're going to lift one leg up towards the ceiling and just feel like you can extend your foot up to the sky, up to the ceiling, up and beyond. And then you're going to press down through the foot that's on the floor, so down through the foot to see if your hips will happily lift up. It might be that you prefer to have both feet on the floor to do this. So a little bit of strength through the supporting leg, a little bit of lift through that lifted leg, and then sink down through your hips, bring them all the way onto the floor, and settle your foot down. And then we're going to come to the opposite side. So leg is lifting up towards the ceiling. First of all, just get that feeling, that nice feeling of strengthening out and lengthening up. Soften and widen across the shoulders, and then press down through the foot on the floor to lift up with the hips. Thinking about a little bit of activity through that lifted leg. Steady breathing, comfortable shoulders. And then bring your hips down to the floor. Settle them all the way down and let your feet come down to even again. From here you're going to let your head roll over to one side. Easy stretch out and to the other side. And then we're going to come into dog pose from here. So if you bring yourself over onto one side and then up and into all fours. So a nice comfortable all fours position. You're going to slide your hips forwards and back a couple of times, so get that feeling of spreading out through the feet as your hips come back. And then hips come back and then up, so we lift ourselves up and into dog pose. And what we're going to do is we're going to bend one knee. So I've just bent my left knee. If you bend your left knee, you're now going to let your left knee come towards the right and stretch into the right hand side of the waist. So we become asymmetrical. We get a really nice side opening. Bring yourself back to the centre, and then right knee's going to come across to the centre, and left side of your waist is going to stretch out. You're going to come back into the first side again, and to the second side. So it's a lovely way to ease out through the sides of your body. Back to the centre. You're going to walk your feet in towards your hands, bend your knees and let your hands rest onto your thighs somewhere so that you're just folding forwards easily. And then bend through your knees, stretch up with your hands all the way up and overhead, and then hands come down to your heart. We're going to do my grandma's favourite pose, standing up now. So what we're going to do is you're going to have your feet settled on the floor and you're going to draw your feet together so you start to get a connection between the feet, between the legs. You're going to let your hands come up and overhead and you're going to imagine you can draw your elbows towards one another. So we're making ourselves very, very long and tall. And from here you'll probably find that you get a little bit of an arch at the back of your waist, just like we've done when we're lying. Can you now keep that feeling of length between your hands and your toes? Draw the back of your waist back towards the wall behind you. So you're drawing the back of your waist backwards. And then release your hands down. Release your shoulders out. And again. And then we're going to do exactly the same thing. So you're going to let your hands come up and overhead. connect in with the hands. So we're pressing in with the feet, we're drawing in with the legs. We're getting the feeling of lots and lots of length through the body. So first of all, allow your back to arch in a comfortable way to get as much length as you can. And then draw the back of your waist backwards. So you'll start to feel a really lovely feeling of strengthening and activity through the tummy area. And then release your hands down. Release your shoulders out. And we're going to come to sitting. So if you want to bring yourself to sitting with your legs out in front. So you're going to have your knees just a little bit bent up to start with, and then we're going to take the legs wide onto the floor so that you can sit up, so you're getting a feeling of coming up and onto the sit bones. So the shoulders keep relaxing down, and we've got that feeling of that tipping forwards, which is giving us all that feeling of life and lift in the spine. So from here, it's really important that we're spreading down through the pelvis evenly, so down through the sit bones. So we are going to be getting the feeling of lifting up to come round, but we've got to keep nice and heavy with the pelvis. We don't want this sort of thing to be happening. That's just going to bring torsion and a bit of kind of challenge into the spine, which might not be a good sort of a challenge. So from here, keep nice and heavy down through the pelvis, particularly the pelvis you're leaving, the side you're coming away from, as you bring yourself round towards one side. So lifting up and underneath the ribcage, but really steady down. And then bring yourself back to the centre and to the opposite side. Same thing, nice and secure connection between the pelvis and the floor. Bringing yourself back to the centre and to your first side again. And then through the centre to your second side. All the way back to the centre. Ease yourself forward so you can get a little bit of life up through the feet as you just gently ease up and forward. So first of all, with that feeling of length through the tummy, and then when you feel settled, you can just let your head release down. And you can breathe out, let your shoulders widen, let your body soften. And then walk your hands back in to bring yourself back up to sitting. We're going to come to a little bit of breathing there, so if you just want to bring yourself to a position where you can sit comfortably. What we're going to do today is we're just going to get that feeling of a little bit of breath awareness, so that we're breathing in and we're breathing out, and we're noticing as we breathe, where is it that it feels like is moving and expanding and contracting for you. So noticing and seeing if you can just allow the breathing to settle just slightly lower, wherever it is, just a centimetre or so lower. Can you gently direct the breath into that area? Now can you notice the temperature of the breath? So the temperature of the breath coming into your nose, the temperature of the breath coming out. Noticing as the air comes in, does it come and touch the front side of the nostril or the back side? Or both? As it comes out, front side, back side, in between. And now just notice how your breathing has or hasn't changed since you've done that. So, my challenge for the day. My challenge for the day is to go out and find a plant and have a little chat to it. Yeah, genuinely. Have a little conversation with a plant and just see where you can go with it. It's a little bit of fun. You can take it as a kind of comedy spoof where you go out and actually chat to it and tell it about your day. You can take it on a different level where you have a little kind of quiet communication with the plant and you kind of connect with how it is. And you can take it as a kind of really loose sort of ideas where you're actually just connecting with the energy of the plant. But see if you can have a chat with the plant. Good challenge. Right, now where's my quote gone? Here we go. So I've got for you today, I've got Mary Bond with the New Rules of Posture. She is the closest I can find to somebody who talks about rolfing, but from a practical yoga perspective. And this is quite a nice quote. Michelangelo: "The mysteries of the soul are revealed in the movements of the body." The mysteries of the soul are revealed in the movements of the body. That is a very nice yoga quote, because from a yoga point of view, the body, soul, spirit, emotional being, it's all connected. And although doing a beautiful pose does not necessarily mean that anything else is going on, so there we go, lovely, but that doesn't mean that it's all connected, whereas the whole point of yoga is everything's all connected together. So that is a perfect yoga quote. Your challenge for the day, I forgot. It's summer solstice today. It's the lightest day of the year. There's most sunlight. This is one of those stay awake all night. Not going to happen. Stay awake all night. Celebrate the goodness of the earth days. So my challenge for you to do is to do something to celebrate the lightest day of the year. I hope you have a lovely day. Thank you.